So here we are at Timothy Montano's house, and we are going to be replacing the air conditioning system only. So here's the coil. This is what we got going on. This is a very short space. Between the top of the furnace here and the very top of the, I guess bottom in this case, bottom of the little trunk line that comes off the top of the plenum, that space is 20.5 inches. There is a little bit of play over the top here. You know, just this little 1.5-inch or so gap right over the top that we can use a little bit. But it will require, this is going to be just tweaking the ducting, rebuilding these ducts, refitting them without damaging the coil, being able to slide it in, make the whole entire thing work and come off beautifully. Around the back of this coil, duct comes off, rounds over the top. There is a gas line back here preventing us from pushing it up any higher. And then this duct over here doesn't have a whole lot of play in it either, especially since it's strapped to a humidifier. So there are some restrictions we have as far as the coil. This is going to be the hardest part of the whole thing, and will require just some ingenuity, massive amounts of brains to be able to get that coil fitted in properly. Strap the flue back up when we're all finished, obviously. The refrigerant lines come in here. They run through a crawl space that I will show you here in a bit, and we are going to replace, he would like them completely replaced instead of just flushed. So that crawl space, to get in there, take you up these little flight of stairs. There is your crawl space. One straight shot all the way in. I've been there. Crawled all the way through, got all the spider webs with my face for you, so you're welcome. But we will be running the refrigerant line all the way through this crawl space down into the basement, back to the coil. Back here at the coil, drain lines are pretty simple. They'll go right out the side down into the floor. As far as the rest of it down here is going to be fairly easy, you guys. There's not a whole lot else besides get that coil in and run the lines. That's going to be the hardest part of the whole entire project. Everything else in here is really easy to do. Here's the condensing unit sitting on the outside of the house. Compressor struggles a little bit, but still functional, so we can pump it down. It is R22. The gap between the wall and the unit itself is only about 7.5 or 8 inches, and it's kind of hard to see in the video, but it is kind of skewed. It doesn't sit square with the house. We want to make sure that when the new air conditioner sits in here, it's very square. With, again, about 1 foot of clearance from the wall. Replace the disconnect and add a surge suppression system to it. Refrigerant lines, the hole has already been bored through the wall. So there we go, there's the lines. We'll just go ahead and pull them out, run new ones right through in the crawl space and then over to the furnace. Level a new condensing pad, since it will be a slightly different size. And then we'll go ahead and balance the refrigerant level after it's all completed.